We live in a world that is upside down, where up is down and right is wrong, and anyone who speaks up against it is a domestic terrorist, especially if you speak up at a school board meeting. We're told that open borders are secure. Men are selling sports bras for women. Inflation is good for the economy. Words are violence. The freedom of speech is a threat to democracy. Welfare is encouraged. Work is based on greed. And, of course, white privilege. Burning down cities is fine if you're doing it for the right reasons. Torching thousands of pounds of toxic chemicals is safe. But driving to work will kill the planet. Banning pornographic books in elementary schools is an affront to the First Amendment, but canceling conservatives is the morally correct thing to do. Abortion promotes life. Mutilating children's genitals is health care. Working hard and creating wealth is evil, but collecting government checks is applauded because that is a human right. Today, China can fly spy balloons over America to probe our most critical national defense secrets, but seeing Hunter Biden's laptop, that's an invasion of privacy. Where statues of Americans must be torn down, but reverence for Che Guevara is good, funding Ukraine for another proxy war is fine, while China gears up for war, and our soldiers are practicing using the proper pronouns. And of course, smoking weed is good for you, but smoking cigarettes will kill you and your kids. So stop it. Stop it. For the love of God, just stop. All right? I'm not going to sit here anymore and listen to this ridiculous blather. We're better than this. We are better than this, and everyone knows it. I'm not willing to allow all the insanity to go unchallenged. I'm not endorsing violence at all. But I am demanding that like-minded people speak up everywhere all the time. Start shaming people and pointing out that letting the children dictate their feelings to us and therefore telling us how to run things they don't even understand just might get us all killed in a war because it makes us very weak. Sitting in the dark is not superior to using fossil fuels. Bulldozing our power plants while China builds new coal plants every 12 days is not prudent. It's suicide. Allowing 100,000 Americans to be poisoned by fentanyl this year and not calling it an act of war by China, Mexico, and the drug cartels is not taking the high road. It's taking the shortest route to the graveyard. Declaring everything under the sun a human right doesn't make it so. It makes people believe they are entitled to the fruits of your labor. To be clear, they are not. You're not entitled to what I have worked for or inherited or bartered for. And I'm not entitled to what is yours either. Just because the government says it's legal doesn't mean it's not stealing, because it almost certainly is. Remember, it was illegal to be Jewish in Germany in 1935. That certainly wasn't right. Keep that in mind when you evaluate who's telling you what is right and what's wrong. Remember, you can always tell who a tyrant is by who you're not allowed to criticize or to question. Here's my point. I will never ask another man or woman to work and sacrifice for me, nor will I bend my knee to the demands that I do that for others. Working hard and earning wealth is not greedy or selfish. It is morally correct, and it is my duty. Hear me. It is my duty to work and create wealth to provide for myself, my family, and anyone else I deem worthy. It's your duty too. It is not for the government to decide. Period.